Hi Virgo, and welcome to your September 2021 reading. This is a reading for Virgo Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus and Mars. You can check out the meanings in the description box below. I also have all the other information that you need for private readings, for the card decks I'm using, and so on and so forth in my description box. Please don't forget to subscribe, like, comment if you enjoy this video. It's really important for me to help me grow this channel. And you know, there is so many great readers on YouTube, but everybody wants to have their place, so please support me if you enjoy my videos. All right, so I did this reading in German earlier, that's why the cards are already out. I'm using Astro dice as well, and I will draw some charms at the end of the reading. So let's get started. For general energies, in the second part of the video I will go into love and love relationship energies. For general energies, we started with the Seven of Swords, the Eight of Discs in reverse, and the Shaman of Discs in the upright. So this is a really wonderful deck that shows an interesting take, I think, on especially the Eight of Pentacles here. So I think when it's about focusing on work, especially with a group of people, maybe you're in a creative environment where you really need to create something new with a group of people, maybe it's a little hard to focus on the right things right now, to maybe energy gets a little shattered. It's very much how it feels like here. And in the beginning of the month, I feel like you might really gain better results by maybe not being too precise about things, maybe not being too perfectionistic and too straight, I want to say, with your approach, because the Seven of Swords is a little bit of a trickster approach. And I see this a lot when it comes to work or results or money, where like maybe in the beginning of the month I don't have to do everything the right way 100%. Maybe I can wait it out a little. Maybe I don't need to also show the whole information, offer the whole information to a group of people, maybe hold back a little. That can also be a positive aspect of the Seven of Swords. You know, where it's normally this card is deceit and trickstery and a little bit of criminal energy, but sometimes it's, you know, it's helpful to just hold back a little bit or not give all the information, or maybe let people think for a second that things are fine, especially in a work environment right now when it's really hard to work together. Because I see there is some, with the Eight of Pentacles, normally it's like a card of focusing, mastering something, focusing on the self also. But in this specific deck, there is a group of people. So I think it's really focusing on a result, mastering something, working together with people to really get results, and especially creative results here. But I feel like it's more, it's maybe really more of a bet to really, you know, try to do what needs to be done to gain the results and stay stable within yourself. And maybe the way is not the way you thought is the right way to do it. Maybe you find a different way that is a little more less traveled, I want to say. And it's interesting because this Shaman of Discs now, he is also traveling by himself here and has this eagle. The eagle is a symbol of higher understanding and of clear insight. So he really understands how to gain results. That's the Shaman of Discs. It's the King of Discs. He really knows how to gain results, how to get done what needs to be done, and how to stay in his strength, stay in his power, stay in his strength of materialization and manifestation. And in this specific card, I mean, you can see he's really in tune with the cycles of nature. He's going slow, he's not rushing. He understands that things take time, that also you want to enjoy the way, also you want to pay attention to the things on the way, and pay attention to the little things, and also enjoy the little things and enjoy the ride, and be chill in a way. He seems very chill here. Having a lot of wisdom when it comes to material things. So it's interesting now, the whole energy totally switched. you might have to switch around this approach of how do I really talk to people and get from people what I want, and stay in my stability and in my grounding as well, and stay focused as well. So yeah, it's interesting, because now the Seven of Swords wanted to move towards the end of the month. So you might throughout the whole month switch around a little bit. I don't think you're getting off the straight way, you know. You're not going to do something super bad and criminal, because that's not what the Shaman of Discs is all about. It's just sometimes we have to think short term, and prioritize in order to stay on the path in the long term. You know what I mean? Like, how important is this right now, and do I have to do it in this great detail, or can I just, you know, let it slide a little and just get it done? You know, it doesn't have to be an A+, Virgo. I gotta say it like that. It doesn't have to be the best paper you ever wrote, or it doesn't have to be the best, most perfect day at work that you ever had. Sometimes you can just, you know, let it go a little bit, and it helps you to stay in your stability and in your grounding, because it's not a contest, you know. It's not a contest. That's what I hear. Okay, so in a love relationship energy, interesting also that the energy switched around, because now we have the Seven of Swords on this other side, and that makes a lot of sense. I'm sorry, I just tapped on my microphone. I hope that wasn't too loud. In a love relationship situation, you have the Two of Swords, the Knight of Cups in reverse, the Three of Swords. So Two of Swords on your side. So obviously there's two people on this card, which is a bit unusual for this specific card, but it is about maybe conflicting ideas and finding the middle ground to move forward, to make a decision. It's often a decision card, and it seems like there's really conflicting ideas, especially with this specific illustration of the card, but also it really tells me that you might mirror each other a lot, and maybe there is also that, like, this feeling that both people don't feel seen in this situation, or don't really understand the way the other person thinks. I think it has a lot to do with this other person not being able to show their emotions openly with the Knight of Cups in reverse, or having a hard time being affectionate, romantic. And if they do, then it might feel fake. For me, it's very much, the Knight of Cups in reverse is very much a fake romantic, or a fake emotional person. They pretend, they're pretentious when it comes to emotions, and that shows, and that especially emotionally you can feel that, you can sense that there is something not right, this person is not showing me. And I think with the Seven of Swords in combination with this card, it's very much an indication for this person not being able to open up, or to be honest about their emotions, or if they do, then it's like this. But you know that feeling when it just feels fake, when somebody is like romantic and trying to be nice and trying to be, and they might even be into you, you know, but they just don't know how to be romantic towards you. I think it's a very creepy thing. I don't know, creeps me out. So I feel like when you understand that, I mean, there is a big indication that you're gonna, and I think it's gonna be you, make a head over heart decision here with the Three of Swords, and take one for the long run also, because with this Shaman of Discs, there's such a strong energy coming through for me with the long run, thinking long-term stability. And in the long run, it's just not, this connection just doesn't feel right, you know. It's just, if somebody cannot express honestly and authentically what they're feeling, then it's problematic, obviously, in a relationship. I think you're really working through a karmic connection here, and you probably don't want to jump into this cycle once again with the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. I think there is a way out, and there can be something new can be coming on, can be showing on the horizon here with the Ace of Wands, and you understanding, oh, I actually want something different, because the Ace of Wands also shows us the source energy of what we actually want, and the seed of what we actually want. So with the Chariot in reverse, yes, also an indicator that you might not want to jump into this again. There is not much movement here, but I really like this card, especially in the reverse, because the universe still is carrying you. You know, this figure here is supposed to be the lady Newt. I don't know how you say it in English. I'm sorry, because it's not my native language. But it's basically symbol of the lady of the universe that is protecting us, surrounding us. And has all the possibilities in it, all the stars. And the beautiful thing is that we have Jupiter here too, so it's really also about, also it's the same color than this figure. It's about growth, it's about luck, it's about expansion, and that's what the universe is all about as well. So I think this whole situation here is really helping you expand, and it's really for your growth and for your development when it comes to developing your best self, your best life, your best situation. And it's like a protecting mechanism, because when the Wheel of Fortune is in reverse, it's often like a protective moment from the universe, and it's saying like, no, this is not where we want you to go. Think long-term, think long-term, think long-term growth, think long-term development, think long-term happiness and bliss. So especially with these Astro dice also coming out on the Three of Swords, and this Jupiter here coming out on the Two of Swords. So this decision that you're making, I think, in regards to a connection is really totally for your higher good, for your growth, for your expansion, it's a lucky moment, even though you might not realize it yet, but it's the universe giving you a lucky moment to be able to decide for yourself. And it's going to give you so much strength, you know, it's going to give you so much strength and power and empowerment to know that you can make those decisions for yourself that are in the long term good for you. With the Scorpio 8th house, which is basically Scorpio is ruled by the 8th house is ruled by Scorpio, so it's a double indication that this transformation is a very deep transformation. It's a very intense information, yes, and transformation. And it's, I think, rooted in old trauma that you can work through here, and that is beginning to heal with also this decision to move into more stability when it comes to your long-term happiness. And with the Wheel of Fortune here, it's really jumping off of a karmic cycle, which is really great. And there is a lot of chance for deep healing, deep transformation, letting go of old cycles that don't serve you anymore here with the 8th house and Scorpio. So I want to use those again for your reading. Maybe something's coming out that you need. Cancer, Neptune, 10th house. Okay. So maybe you're dealing with a Cancer, could very well be here with the Knight of Cups in reverse, especially when the Knight of Cups is in reverse. I mean, if Cancer gets, if Cancer has a lot of unresolved trauma, they can be really in a, I want to say toxic energy, but you know, we all can be, and I don't want to like crap on Cancer, obviously, but it can just be very intense. Cancer and water signs in general, if they haven't done the healing work, or if they have to work themselves through something intense, then it can be yeah, can be pretty unhealthy in a way. So yeah, be careful about that. Neptune on this 8 of Pentacles, the first thing that comes to my mind is, if you want to work on your dreams, I think maybe right now it's a little hard to work with other people. Maybe right now it's not the easiest to rely on other people for that. Maybe it's easier to really do the work that you can do by yourself and wait it out a little. It doesn't mean that you don't need help from people. You will definitely need help from people, but maybe don't look for too many results, especially when it comes to workplace or an environment where you have to work on results with people. Right now, also maybe change the environment. Maybe you understand, like, oh, these people don't really support my dreams. This could very well be the case as well. That's what's coming through here. 10th house with this 3 of Swords. Well, that's your reputation in the world and your professional field. So maybe you are not aware yet how you can use this experience, maybe in your professional life or in how people see you. And maybe you can really gain some use from this. Maybe also you are making a decision in your love life that kind of is connected to your work life. It's interesting, yeah, because it really interconnects, like life work here interconnects a lot. So as an advice card we have, these are German, but I love these cards. Speak about your feelings. It says, talk to a friend about how you feel. And I think this card is very much about talking about your feelings to a friend or a safe person or a therapist. If not necessarily talk about your feelings with the person you're in conflict with, but more like a confidant, somebody you can really trust, where you know they listen to you, they are not here to just give you advice, you know, or just, I don't know, just a person who has some therapeutical personality traits, maybe, who knows how to listen and who knows how to comfort you and be there for you where you feel safe. If that's not an option for you, or if you feel like that's too much, I cannot open up, or I feel ashamed, then it's also a good idea to write about your feelings, or maybe to speak them out and record them is something that I like to do sometimes when I'm not ready to speak to a person. That I just record them on my phone, you know, or on some recording device. So it's spoken still, you know, it's you've spoken the stuff out, and sometimes it's really helping you to clear your mind and your emotional realm. Okay, so let's draw some charms. End of this. Oh, that's a lot. Okay, so it seems like that this connection might have been a lot about like a physical attraction and more about a physical infatuation than an actual deeper emotional bond. So it might also be easier for you to make that decision. So you can really be in this male energy right now to make decisions here with the stone. Yes, really try to hang out with people who are good to you, you know, who are affectionate, who also family members or friends who also want to just give you a hug. Like really, it's that simple sometimes, because it releases a lot of good hormones. This is again, speaking of transformation, when it comes to love, copper is also the metal of Venus. So this is oxidized copper. That's what you can see here. That's also in a chemical process where it's like, okay, with new knowledge, we build new knowledge with bringing together different ingredients. So there is new understanding, there is a new phase. We have clarity coming for you, even though it might not be, you might not be sure yet here with the clear crystal about it, but it's coming to you and you'll know what to do. Maybe also do something creative with this. Maybe you're an artist, maybe you're a musician, maybe you do some creative work and you can use this experience for your work, for your creative work, because it's a that's a pin from a picture frame. And again, yes, I think you can attach, maybe you can really attach this to your work. Also, I mean, there's a little bit of a warning for me that don't get too attached to your workplace. But all in all, you have the shaman of discs here, who is again very stable, very grounded, and this is an earth sign, earth charm for me as well, so it's showing up again. Okay, Virgo, this was your reading. Please like, subscribe, comment. Thank you for being here. I thank you so much, and I'll talk to you next time. Bye.